One Room is a play written by Anna Maria Shockey. It takes place in an apartment in Manhattan, New York, on the day that Zoe moves in with sisters Erica and Angie. The play opens with Erica returning from a run. She checks her pulse and her watch.
Sweet. Hey, Angie. You here?
I'm in the bathroom.
Did you go to the grocery store yet?
I did yesterday.
But I thought you said you had to go again today because there wasn't any toilet paper left.
Yeah, I'm planning on going now.
Okay, well, hurry up. Zoe's supposed to be here any second.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, obviously. Hey, listen, and no nursing competition stuff, okay? Be nice. She's my friend, my best friend.
Of course I'm going to be nice. We've all grown up together, remember? We're basically family. Also, Columbia just sent out an update. We're going to be taking classes online until the end of the school year now.
What? No. That means all my fitness classes are online too now. And, oh, great! Lucy got more viewers in her aerobics video than I did on mine yesterday. I would rather die than see her take my job.
That's a bit dramatic.
Don't even.
I know, we all hate Lucy. I'm just saying, her getting more viewers in one session does not mean people like her more.
Angie.
I am not taking her side.
You are so not.
I am taking you seriously. I'm sorry my expression says otherwise.
Erica gets up and storms into the bathroom.
Who knew living in an apartment with your sister would be such a great idea? Hey, Mom. How are you doing? Good. Yeah, we're okay here, but I'm still really worried. Have you been keeping up with the news? Yeah, no, we're home and classes have been moved to online. Mom, I know you don't like me getting a medical degree, but using Corona as a reason for me to drop out is ridiculous. Mom, this is getting old. I haven't changed my mind about becoming a nurse. Erica's really upset about not having her job to go to, but honestly, that gym is a cesspool. She would have definitely gotten the virus if it hadn't shut down. You should call her. On the bright side, Zoe's coming in today. Yeah, I knew you'd be happy about that. Oh, that should be her. I gotta go, Mom. Please stay safe and healthy. Okay, bye.
Angie gets up and opens the door. Enter Zoe.
Hey, Angie.
Zoe, sorry for the PJs. It's only been a week of quarantine. I've already fallen into bad habits.
Don't worry about it. Thank you for still keeping the move-in day, even though everything's been so crazy.
Yeah. Erica, Zoe's here.
Yay, Zoe! Hey!
So could I get you anything to drink or eat? This apartment's yours too now.
I'm okay, thanks.
Did you guys get this? The state governor has called a state emergency. Quarantine will go into immediate effect until further notice. What?
Good thing I stocked food yesterday.
That's scary.
It'll be fine. We're here together.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Well, I think this is the perfect time to catch up on some studying.
And I'll go back to live streaming my workouts.
Oh, I forgot. I need to get toilet paper. Zoe, will you be okay here?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Angie leaves to go to the store. When Zoe is sure that Angie has left, she gets up and opens Angie's computer.
Boring, boring, boring. Angie, where are your secrets? There you are.
Hey, Angie, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, before I get mad as to why you are snooping through my sister's things, you better start talking fast.
I think Angie's been buying her grades.
What?
I think Angie's been...
I heard what you said. Why do you think that?
Because she's been doing better than I am in class, and I never see her studying. My parents have been preparing me for med school since I was 8.
So, you think she's cheating because she gets better grades than you and she's a better student than you. You realize how ridiculous and petty that sounds, right?
No. I mean, yes. What I mean is that now I have proof.
You can't just go through my sister's things. What are we, in grade school?
Wow, Erica, aren't you a little curious? After all, Angie's the one who preaches about hard work and all that. Doesn't it bother you that you always fall second place after her?
I don't see anything.
Look, there are receipts for payments made to the school.
Jeez, that's a lot of money.
And each payment is the same time as the semester finals.
Hey guys, look what I scored.
Hey, you're back early.
Yeah, I tried to get in and out as fast as I could. It is crazy out there. Everybody's fighting over what's left.
Crazy.
What are you guys up to?
Yoga. Just chatting while doing yoga. Zoe's helping me with one of my workouts.
Oh, cool. I was hoping we could play some games later tonight.
Yeah, sure. Okay, bye. You closed the window, right?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
You're the one who didn't believe me when I said it was on there.
She finds out. We know.
We have to confront her or tell someone. We have proof.
Oh, proof that's on her computer. What a great idea. Why don't I just print right in there and ask my sister if we can print a few papers off of her computer? Come on!
That's not what I'm saying.
This would destroy her. We can't confront her. She's my sister.
So?
So, we don't let this go beyond us.
But...
No, nuh-uh, no buts, okay? If she finds out, we're so dead, okay? So we don't let this go beyond her, like, between us, and we don't tell her anything, okay? Do you understand?
Fine, yeah.
Good.
Hey, Angie, is there any room in there for me to brush my teeth?
A week has passed. Erica, Angie, and Zoe are still in the apartment together.
We've been wearing the same clothes for a week.
Who cares? Nobody's seen us in a week.
Shit. Bored out of my mind.
You could try binge eating again. Sorry.
Hey, Angie, do you want to play Truth or Dare again?
We played that for like 4 hours yesterday. Plus, I'm behind on this paper due tomorrow.
Well, wouldn't it be easier to get someone to do it for you? Because, I mean, you wouldn't have to worry about it or stress about it, and it could just, get done.
You're acting weird.
Erica, if you want to talk. But if you aren't going to say anything,
I think I'm going to go take a nap. Okay? I'm out.
Okay, you do that. I have never gotten your guys' friendship. You guys always seem to be up to no good or at each other's throats.
Yeah, Erica and I are just really close. We seem to share one brain. Hey, I know I'm not as close to you as I am to your sister, but I'm still here for you if you need anything. School, relationships, anything.
Oh, that's really sweet, Zoe. I appreciate it.
Of course. I couldn't help but notice that something seems to be on your mind lately.
Well, I'm really worried about the pandemic, and my parents are pressuring me to come home and take over the family business instead of getting my degree, but what else is new? Nothing unusual.
Do you think Erica's asleep? I have something I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, I think she is. She stayed up really late last night watching a TV series or something. What's up?
I have a friend who is buying her grades.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's wrong, but she's still my friend. What should I do?
Well, whoever this friend is, you shouldn't say anything about it.
But to not say anything would be wrong.
That's a very dangerous accusation.
I know. My friend should have thought about that before purchasing passing scores.
Zoe, you have no idea what you're talking about. You could ruin someone's life.
Oh, yeah? What about my life? Someone who skyrockets to the top based on wealth and pushes me down when I have worked my butt off to get where I am now? BS. It's immoral and rude. That internship should have been mine, and you know it.
What?
You bought my hard-earned grades right from under me, and I study harder and longer than anyone in our class. You barely lift a finger. I've seen the receipts, and once I bring this to the dean, he'll set the record straight.
Zoe, no, you can't.
Are you kidding me? You don't even look sorry.
Zoe, I didn't buy my grades.
BS! Your computer is chock full of the truth.
Zoe, listen to me. I didn't buy my grades.
Oh, yeah? Then what was all that money you were paying to the school for?
Erica?
He's asleep. Don't stall.
No, Zoe. I've been buying Erica's grades.
What?
My grades, they're what they are because of studying and extra coursework. I earned that internship last year, and I'm sorry you've been holding a grudge for so long.
Well, when you put it that way.
Erica's been doing well in all of her classes for her dance major, but when it came to gen ed classes, she struggled. I advised her that she should quit to study more, but she said that she would rather fail and work full-time than quit. She said that it was the only thing that brought her joy.
This is starting to sound ridiculous.
After hearing that, what was I supposed to do? My parents would have been devastated if Erica failed, especially after all of our pressuring them to let us come to Columbia. My family isn't the richest, and I know Erica would later regret not finishing her degree. Plus, I felt responsible because she came here with me to support my dream of becoming a nurse.
You can't blame yourself for her not doing well in school.
Still, I'm the big sister. I'm the one who has to look out for her. So I started bribing professors.
Where have you been getting all of that money?
I've been working. It's probably why you haven't seen me at the library.
This is nuts.
But Erica can't know any of this. It would break my family apart. Promise me you won't tell. For Erica's sake.
I promise.
Thank you. Now we just act normal.
Right. Damn.
It's 2 weeks later. Angie is still sitting in the same place with her computer. Erica and Zoe entertain each other by playing rock, paper, scissors with sound effects.
Can you not?
I didn't do anything.
No, you were thinking it, and stop looking at me.
I'm not looking at you. Ugh. Fine. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Listen, let's get right to work. I know we've been stuck at home for 3 weeks, but that's no excuse not to stay in shape. Today, I'm going to show you an exercise that is guaranteed to get your body smiling again.
Your body smiling again?
Can you not?
You filmed this morning, and I'm trying to study. This is important.
This is important to me.
Whatever.
Enter Zoe. Upon seeing the potential fight, she tries to creep out, but Erica catches her.
Zoe, stay.
Don't want to get in the middle of anything.
No, it's okay. Angie was just telling me how she was going to shut up for at least an hour.
And Erica was just telling me how she was going to take a break from being the most annoying person in the room for a second.
You suck.
What did you just say to me?
I'm going for a jog.
You can't. We're in quarantine.
Fine, then I'll just jog laps around the apartment and pretend I'm miles away from this hellhole.
Erica proceeds to run laps around the living room.
I'm going to kill her.
Please don't. I'll have to pay more rent.
I'm worried about her.
Yeah,
I'm worried about all of us.
I know.
Angie stands up, walks down the hall, and calls through the door.
Erica!
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap like that. It wasn't fair of me. All of us are kind of going crazy in here.
Yeah, real crazy, because your life is so difficult right now.
I'm sorry for only thinking of myself.
You know, some of us have a job to fight for, you know.
I get it. I'm fighting to keep my grades up right now.
Are you kidding me? You have no idea what it's like to fight for anything.
I know you've never fully appreciated the career I'm pursuing, but a medical degree is no walk in the park.
Erica.
Angie, we both know you could never have gotten those grades on your own.
Erica.
What are you talking about? I work harder than anyone.
Yeah, sure. Zoe and I have been putting in hard work and a lot of time when all you've been doing is putting money where your mouth is.
Erica, what are you saying?
Did you seriously think I wouldn't figure it out? You're buying your grades? You're a hypocrite! Why don't you listen to your own lectures about hard work and applying yourself? I'm obviously not the one who needs help right now. You are.
How did you find out?
Come on, seriously? We saw the receipts on your computer. Zoe and I did. Are you kidding me? It's not that difficult.
Erica.
Zoe, no. You are very lucky to have me as your big sister. I cannot believe that you would go through my personal things and accuse me of something like this. Zoe, remember what I said.
Why do I feel like I've done something wrong?
I don't know.
I didn't mean for it to come out that way. Just. Oh, shoot.
I know.
So, what do I do now?
We do nothing.
Right, agreed. I didn't want to hurt her. It just came out wrong.
Erica, you love your sister, right? No matter what.
Yeah, of course I do.
Even if she did buy her grades, despite anything she might have done in the past,
Yes, I do.
then you need to tell her that.
Why are you all of a sudden on her side?
This isn't about sides, Erica. I realized that I was being really petty and kind of selfish. Think about why it was important for you to expose those payments.
Because you told me to.
But you told me not to.
Right.
You're a good person and a good sister. You didn't want to hurt her 3 weeks ago, and you don't want to hurt her now.
No, I just feel horrible.
It's okay to feel horrible, but don't wallow in it, and you'll regret it.
Why do I feel like you know something that I don't?
I'm just trying to help. There are bigger, more important things going on now than our arguments.
You're right. Thanks, Zoe. I'm gonna go find Angie, okay?
I just got a call. All medical students are being asked to report to the hospitals. They're being overrun with COVID-19 patients.
What does that mean?
It means Zoe and I report now to the hospital.
You'll be coming back, right?
I don't know.
Right? I mean, you will be coming back. Angie, look, I'm sorry.
Don't be. This is important.
No, I mean, I'm sorry about that outburst earlier. I didn't mean to hurt you, and it just came out wrong. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Also, Mom wants you to call her.
Fine.
You should probably call your mom.
Hey, Mom. Yes, we're safe. We're all good here. Don't worry. Angie just got a call to go to the hospital with Zoe ASAP. Look, I don't know what their hours are, okay? I literally just asked her that, okay? Look, I don't know, okay? Oh, anyways, I gotta go say goodbye to Angie. So do you want to talk to Zoe? Okay, bye. I'll be right back, okay?
Erica races out to catch up with Angie. Zoe waits until Erica is gone.
Angie, wait!
We've got a problem. I know you want to push Angie towards a different career, but this is getting ridiculous. Yes, I need the money. Fine, but I'm going to need more time. Things took an unexpected turn and I had to improvise. I'll tell you about it tonight when no one can walk in on us. I am not getting cold feet. They trust me now. By the time this quarantine is over, I'll have them clawing each other's eyes out. Angie will come crying home and have to take over your family business right after she takes the fall for her sister and leaves an open spot at the top for me. I've got everything under control. Okay, talk to you later, Mrs. Morris.
Hey, listen, I know you're not really technically like a blood member of our family. You do certainly give the favorite child of the family definitely a run for her money.
Angie, I certainly hope so.
The March Sisters is a modern short play based on the beginning of the book Little Women by Louisa May Alcott and adapted by Amanda Bradley. The setting is a Zoom call between the March Sisters during quarantine. The time is now. Act 1, Scene 1 opens on a Zoom call between the March Sisters. Joe and Meg join the call first.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Joe.
Man, it feels like forever since the last time I saw you. We didn't even get a chance to talk about the play. What do you think?
It was a little crowded in there and a little warm.
Who cares? I'm talking about the story and that acting. I mean, that dueling scene was amazing, don't you think? We should totally meet up when I get back. I mean, we could totally recreate that if we rehearsed, don't you think?
Hey, Beth.
Hi, Meg. Hi, Joe.
How are you feeling?
Oh, B, I'm so sorry. I hope this passes soon.
Me too. Well, how are you guys doing? It would be terrible if any of you.
I'm great. Don't worry yourself.
We're all fine. Just focus on getting well.
Where's Amy? Did she accept the invitation?
You invited Amy?
Well, yeah, I had to. She's our sister too, you know.
Okay, but she's been absolutely unbearable ever since she went to live with Aunt March. She hasn't been doing any of the online schoolwork I set up for her. And I mean, she'd rather just spend her time staring at her phone and like just...
What's happening, ladies? Sorry I'm late. Had to finish reading Aunt March the newspaper.
You mean the tabloids?
I'm sorry. Did someone say something? Anyway, just learned that the prince is like totally bailing on the monarchy for Canada with the American gal and the baby.
Oh, I heard about that. Did it say what they're gonna do?
Live their lives. Geez, what else?
Well, I hope that they open up a little knick-knack shop or something in Canada, selling like queen tea towels or playing cards. It would just be so Hallmark Christmas movie, don't you think? I mean, they'd learn to live, they'd fall in love all over again and discover the true meaning of Christmas.
Well, I think it's ridiculous. Leaving that lifestyle, and for what? Probably corporate consultation exploiting their rich and semi-powerful relatives instead of being in a rich and semi-powerful public space where they can bring more attention to, well, themselves, obs.
Or important causes, like this pandemic.
Well, is Aunt March doing okay?
She's healthy as an ox.
Good.
So, you guys want a tour of the Moffat's house?
OMG, yeah.
Lovely.
No thanks.
Dang, girl, get it. Party at the Moffats. You met any hot guys yet?
In quarantine?
All I'm saying is that my Tinder app is still working. What do you guys think of this one?
Amy, you're not meeting anyone, right?
What if I am?
How could you be so irresponsible? You're seriously putting Aunt March at risk to me, guys.
There's this weird voice on the call that sounds just like Marmee.
Amy, look, I know it's lonely and Aunt March isn't the best company, but
JK, guys.
you have to be responsible. You are literally the biggest danger to Aunt March during this quarantine, and she was really
I said
nice.
I was joking. Meg, what's this picture of you on Instagram?
Picture?
What picture?
OMG, look at it. You look like crazy hot.
Wow, Meg, what are you doing over there?
Just
What's this option underneath it?
Wait, what? I didn't even see that.
You, John? Lori's friend that went with us to the theater?
I know. Meg, you totally meant to DM this photo to John, didn't you?
No, that is not.
Oh, you did. You totally did. You got all dressed up in Sally Moffat's clothes and sent a sexy photo to John, only instead posted it publicly. You little minx.
Meg, you like John?
He's nice.
Don't tell me you guys are texting.
Well,
Yes, all the feels. Meg and John sitting in a tree.
Like, why? He's so blah.
well, it's not like I need your permission, Joe. He's been nice to me.
It's okay, Meg. There's no need to get mad.
I'm not mad.
Oh, hey, Amy, since you're already staring at your phone, why don't you do some actual work? All my assignments have gone ignored.
Oh, right. Joe, have you been keeping up with your writing?
I have. Haven't you been reading the manuscript in the shared folder?
What manuscript?
It's in the shared folder. I shared it with you guys last week. I haven't had a chance to work on it this week. Meg, you were reading it, right?
I was, but I got distracted. It was there the last time I checked.
Well, what's it about?
Hold on, I'm just trying to find it. It's gone. All 80 pages are gone.
That can't be right. I mean, I was reading it, so it had to be there. Do you have a copy of it?
That's the whole point of the cloud, so you don't have to keep a local copy of it.
Well, who all had access to it?
It was in the shared folder. The one that we have was right underneath the Pickwick portfolio stuff and the emails we get from Dad.
One of these days, he will learn how to send an email to more than one person.
So it was just us then.
Amy?
Amy, do you know what happened to Joe's manuscript?
Nope.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you have been awfully quiet.
I don't know what you're talking about, Beth. This is all your fault anyway, exposing yourself in a pandemic, and now we're all trapped.
Amy!
Okay, fine. You guys went to that play without even asking if I wanted to go, and then the next day sent me off to live with Aunt March while you guys got to live in the lap of luxury with Laurie in his giant house.
You weren't invited, and I was.
You could have asked to include me.
Meg said it wouldn't be polite.
John bought the tickets and he doesn't make that much money. I wasn't going to ask.
I'm sure Laurie would have chipped in to get me a spare ticket.
You can't go around spending other people's money.
Amy, did you really delete it?
I did, and I'd do it again.
I can't believe you do this, all that work.
It wasn't good anyway. You need to write something else.
Wow, Amy. That's so... Wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Amy. I should have asked for another ticket.
Okay. I'm sorry, Joe. I shouldn't have deleted the manuscript.
And?
And ignored your homeschooling assignments.
Joe, are you okay?
I will never, ever forgive you, Amy March.
All right, ladies, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the call, maybe check up on her, maybe give her a call.
Feel better, Beth.
Yes, please go check on her. Hey, Amy,
Spare me the lecture, Meg, please. I'm sure Marmee will call later and do it for you.
Okay. Are you all right?
Yeah, just me and Aunt March.
You know you can call me anytime.
I know.
Okay, I love you. I'm gonna go try and find something useful to do.
Sounds like you. Lots of lines, Meg.
Love you too, Amy.
Scene 2. Open on a Zoom call at a later date with the March sisters. Meg and Amy join this call first. They are dressed up in anchorwoman costumes.
Hey, Amy, is that Aunt March's hat?
I thought it looked like a press person reporter. Whatever we're supposed to be. How are things with you?
They're good. I'm doing my best to be the best guest at the Moffat, considering the circumstances.
Oh, I meant with Johnny Boy.
I haven't heard anything since I posted the photo. Just the comment you saw. Hey, Beth.
Hi, everyone.
I think you're feeling better. Or not.
Well, a bit better. Definitely have a bit more energy.
Is there anything we can do?
Well, Marmie's already disinfecting everything, and, well, she's making me wash my hands every couple of minutes, so it's all right. But at least this is giving me something to look forward to, and I'm just loving the cards you've sent me.
Amy, did you paint that?
Nothing else to do at Aunt March's.
It's gorgeous.
Aw, thanks, sweets. Are we ready to begin?
We have to wait for Joe, right?
Do we?
We cannot have a Pickwick without Joe. Pickwick is her idea.
But you're the host. Fine.
Amy, I need you to make an effort today. Joe just needs, you know...
Time. Time and kindness is what she needs. At least say something nice.
I am nice. OMG, Joe, love the glasses. Looks totally fresh on you. Yes, get it, girl.
Hey, Joe, how's Lori?
He's Lori, completely blowing off his online studies. Just like somebody else we know. Spends his time aimlessly plucking on the piano.
Ooh, which piano?
Ladies of the press, shall we begin?
Yes, please.
Going online in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Snodgrass.
I'm Pickwick.
I'm Tupman. Yes, Tupman.
And I'm Winkle.
And this is the Pickwick Portfolio.
Quarantine edition. Today's most pressing headline, the practical healing properties of soup by T. Tupman. Miss Tupman?
Well, yes, soup. Well, historically, it's,
Isn't this just a series of recipes?
I gotta go wash my hands.
Ladies, please be considerate of our viewership. More on this story, as well as cooking and squash selection tips on our website. I'm sure our stomachs will thank you. Now, we travel overseas to our ongoing saga, The Masked Marriage, told by our very own Miss Snodgrass. Take it away, Snotty.
Knights and ladies, monks and flower girls filled the stately halls of Adelon, and they, mingling gaily and dancing, awaiting the upcoming wedding ceremony. Sweet voices and rich melody filled the air, and so, with mirth and music, the masquerade went on. Whispers swept through the halls as there were rumors that the Lady Viola, the lovely bride, was forlorn about her upcoming matrimony. Spurred by the old count, said one masked courtier as they joined the dance. As the revel was at its height, a priest appeared, and he, motioning the betrothed to kneel, both hidden behind elaborate decorative veils, as silence swept across the entire crowd. And until the holy rite was completed. As the vows ended, they unmasked and received the blessing. A gasp was let out throughout the crowd as the mask revealed not the Count Antonio, but Ferdinand Devereaux, the bride's artist lover, to be continued.
Oh, it's fantastic! You really should publish it professionally.
And now let's hear from our viewers. On YouTube, our first comment from a Lori next door says, watching this is hilarious, inviting all of my college friends to tune in. Well, thank you, anonymous viewer, for your support. There seemed to be a series of posts by a Sammy Dog 20 that are really inappropriate. Does anybody know who this is? Oh my gosh, that's Amy.
Is this Amy in Aunt Marchie's house? Who posted this?
We apologize, the broadcast cannot continue. Going offline in 3, 2, 1. Amy, call the police. I'm taking a screenshot now so that we have evidence.
No, I don't want to call the police. Just delete it, please. I don't want it to be online.
Amy, somebody has these pictures of you in your house, at March's, in your bedroom. Who knows what else they have in their possession or what they're posting it. Okay, if you won't call the police, then I will.
No, please don't, Joe. It's too humiliating.
You are my sister. I'm calling the police now.
Amy, I'm gonna go see what else I can do too. Close all of the curtains in Aunt March's house now. Beth, take care. I love you guys.
Beth, I wish you were here.
No, Amy, I wish you were here. Is there anything I can do?
I'm gonna go get some rest. Call me in the morning.
Sure thing. Good night, Amy.
Good night, Beth.
Scene 3. Another Zoom call with the March sisters. Beth and Meg join the call first.
Hey, Meg, Marmy's not telling me anything. What did the police say?
They're looking into it. Evidently, there's a camera that faces the playground, so they might have the guy on video. In the meantime, we've banned the accounts and... Hey, Amy, how are you doing?
I'm tired. The police just called. They think they have some leads based off the accounts linked to a local cell phone, and the playground camera evidently got a shot of his truck, so there's a possibility with that. Are we waiting for Joe to join the call?
Joe's not joining us today.
Oh, was she still mad?
No! She and Lori, they're staked out by the playground in her car. They're waiting for the peeping Tom.
Oh, wait, what?
So basically, Joe told me that she messed around with the security settings on her comments. Well, she figured someone might say something mean, and well, long story short, she feels responsible.
Well, I guess if she hadn't, we wouldn't know about a neighborhood creep next to Aunt March, right?
hold on, there's someone at the door.
Has John reached out?
No, I must have done something wrong. Or...
Meg, that's not true. You are beautiful and sweet and surprisingly resourceful.
Well, thanks, sis.
You should text him.
No, I couldn't. If he wanted to hear from me, he would have reached out. Boys aren't shy like that.
Well, what was the last thing you texted him?
See you soon. It was the night of the play. Sorry.
Well, great. Sent him a hello, stranger.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Look, if he doesn't say anything, well, then you'll know. But if he does, then it gives you something to do during quarantine now, won't it?
Oh my gosh, Beth?
Should I call someone?
Are you okay? Do you need an ambulance?
No, it's
Seriously, should I call someone? You're barely breathing.
it's a delivery.
Oh, well, okay then.
It's a piano for me.
Well, who do you know?
Dear Beth, we hope you feel better soon so we can hear the wind carry your beautiful music across the lawn. Sincerely, your neighbors, the Lawrences. My goodness, what do I do?
You should thank them, of course, once your quarantine is up.
Well, I can't just thank them. I mean, that's not even close to adequate.
Oh, well, you could make them something. I mean, we have time.
Yeah.
John?
No, Joe. They got the guy on video, and they got his license plate. They're emailing everything to the police now.
That's a relief. Oh my goodness. Well, do you ladies mind if I duck out for a bit to play?
Of course not.
What else did Joe say?
It's not Joe. Do you mind if I,
Oh, it's fine. It would be a boring call with you being all misty-eyed and romantic anyway. Ugh. Besides, I am super behind on my Google Classroom assignments, so... Speaking of which...
Hey, Joe. I'm just about to drop off, but I think you two should talk. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Amy.
I heard that you and Lori helped me out today, and I just wanted to say that I can't thank you enough, especially after I deleted your manuscript. You totally didn't deserve that, and it was childish, and
It's okay. I actually got an email today from someone who's been tuning in to the Pickwick portfolio. They want to turn the mass marriage into a short-term series podcast.
crazy.
Yeah, they said they talked to Amy on Instagram because they wanted to help with the Peeping Tom, but she suggested this instead. Huh.
Can I just say that I freaking told you so? It needed to be published, and now it is, and you deserve it.
Okay, yes, you were right. I yield. And thank you.
I've also been making an outline of the manuscript that was deleted because I really think you should write it again.
Wait, you read it?
Guess I can't deny it now. Yeah, I did.
Well, okay then. I guess it didn't suck as much as some angry person claimed it did.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I may still be adding improvements.
But anyways, thanks again, sis. But I have this huge backlog of Google Classroom assignments I have to do. Insane, right?
Crazy. Well, I look forward to hearing your answers.
Bye, Joe. Say hello to Lori for me.
Love you too, Amy.
Yay! Woohoo, guys! That was so good. What a bunch of strong performances, eh? And kudos to our coaches for, like, getting everybody to this level, It's wonderful. I love it. So I have a question for Miss.
Yay!
I do.
Woohoo, guys!
Yeah.
That was so good.
What a bunch of strong performances, eh? And kudos to our coaches for, like, getting everybody to this level, It's wonderful. I love it. So I have a question for
Yay!
I do.
Woohoo, guys!
There. That was weird. Could you guys hear that? Yeah, it was like running through my, okay, anyway. Yeah, so I have a question. It was like, it recorded itself and then it kept going. I have a question for Anna Maria. Anna Maria, what do you feel like your inspiration was to tell this story with these sisters? I mean, I know you personally, so I know you have a really close relationship with your sister, and all of this betrayal and intrigue. I mean, where did it come from?
I do have a sister whom I love and am extremely close to. As far as all the betrayal and intrigue, my sister and I are not like that.
No.
But just playing around with plot twists, and I really wanted to, being stuck in quarantine, I wanted to reflect in my art and produce something that could speak to the time that we're living in now, and hopefully I'll have it later on and say, oh my gosh, I wrote this play during this time. And all the artists who are currently doing that in so many different forms within theater will have those as timestamps of this period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had originally read an article about how it had gotten so bad and so overrun with COVID-19 patients that these medical students were given temporary licenses in order to go into the hospitals and work. And I just reading that article was completely crazy to me, and it left a huge impact on me, and realizing, wow, there are nurses going in there who may be feeling all of these mixed emotions about just being thrown in there and graduating early. And yeah, so that's where that came from.
I think I'm supposed to not be on this.
Hi, Tracy.
Get me off.
I know the feeling. I've gotten caught in all kinds of strange loops myself. Oh my goodness. And Amanda, how did you like come up with this? Like one of the comments, I had some friends who were texting me during the live stream. My very, very dear friend Ashley is a big fan of Little Women, and she was saying, just like, what great dialogue. Like, how did you get in these? It's like, it really is like modern day Little, like what they would be like today. I mean, how did you get there?
Well, first, Anna Maria, I just want to let you know that I thought that One Room was great, and I thought, especially, I feel like mine as an adaptation pales in comparison to like putting something totally new on paper. So, kudos to you for that. And oh, second of thing, I want to say that like Hope and Jordan and Anna and Rose, you guys are amazing, and like totally brought the word to life. So those are the things I wanted to get out of the way first. Dialogue. I love dialogue. I love listening to people talk. I love listening to people, like on the metro or even, I work at a theater. And so I just love to listen to the way that other people talk, the energy that they expel when they're talking, and the different levels. And so I love to hear people talk. So I hold it in the back of my head. As far as, so I think that getting into people's characters is just sort of a little bit of trying to think about their energy and trying to think about their focus, and also trying to think about just what they would sound like. And I mean, from a music standpoint, each one of them has a different sound. Each one of them has a different rhythm when you hear them talk, and I think you guys captured that really well.
They really did. Yeah, they really did. I know you have such a long history in the theater and with adventure theater doing all their adaptations and things like that. So I know you've had a lot of experience with adaptations. I just feel like, man, that it really was a great job. You guys both did a great job, Amanda and Anna Maria. It was really exceptional writing. And we're so fortunate to have access to all of this talent, and for me to be able to say, hey, you want to write a play? And you're like, sure. It's just amazing. So who else wants to jump in? Go ahead.
First, I would just like to say to everyone who's watching this right now, I would like to dedicate One Room performance to my Aunt Hallie, who passed away a few days ago. She never got to see this performance, and I knew she was very proud of me. And if she were here right now, she'd smile and say, "You're gonna do great. You're gonna be amazing."
Yeah. And you know what? She can see you. I believe it. I do. I think that's really beautiful, Jordan. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
I saw Rose's hand go up. Didn't I see Rose's hand go up?
Yeah. So I had a question for both of you, and it was, how did you both get introduced into theater? Like, how did you guys both start out?
Anna Maria, you go ahead and go first.
Okay, sorry. Starting in theater, I first started with voice when I was very young, and then my family's military, so when I moved here in 7th grade is when I really started getting serious about it, and just this DC area and culture of theater is very professional and hard-hitting and all a wide palette, and I just fell in love with it, and I've never stopped, and I kept looking for opportunities, and then I fell into writing, and here I am now.
Wonderful. Lady Amanda?
Okay, if you want to go back to like the original, like how I got on the stage, I played baby Jesus in my church play when I was about 8 months old. And there's a great story behind that. I won't bore you with it though. But when like as far as getting into theater, actually it's really interesting. My family didn't really want me to get into theaters. They wanted me to have a real job with practical stuff. So I graduated with a degree in media arts and design instead of theater. But I minored with a creative writing degree. And so I got a job in marketing in theater. And I sort of skirted my way around it. And I really haven't written anything in like 15 years. So I was like super nervous, you guys. And so I sort of skirted my way in the back door that way a bit. Yeah.
I hope that this will be the first of many, many, many. It's really, really fun and wonderful. I have questions for our coaches, for Danny and Tara. What was it like to work with these young people? Like, what is it that, like Danny, what do you really focus on with your students?
Sure. Well, luckily I was very blessed with having 4 students who were very talented, so it made my job pretty easy with that. But already having that foundation, I just wanted to really focus on relationships between the sisters, also really outlining the tactics and objectives of each scene, which I think is very important, because if you know why you're saying something, it's far easier to deliver it than just worrying about how you're saying it. And that really came through, so great job, guys. The relationships were there, and everything you're doing was super actionable, very specific, so kudos.
Yeah. And Lady Tara, what's your process with your kiddos?
Well, first off, I just want to say what an amazing job all of you did.
Yes.
On these performances. You know, this has been a very quickly changing stage, and our art form has been changing so rapidly. And I just think that all of you, led by Miss Nelson, have really risen to the challenge. You should be very proud of your work and what you accomplished. It's remarkable. So bravo to all of you. The process, to add to what Danny said, is my fine young actors first had a great script to work with, which was is half the work. And then after that, we did a lot of script analysis. We looked at these characters, what made them special, what made them tick. We really delved into those lines. We looked at the objectives. We looked at the relationships. We tried to act between the lines. And it was just so beautiful to see it all come together.
Yeah, I agree. I've had a feeling, and I don't know how you all feel about it, but I've had a feeling that theater companies, this COVID-19 situation may have opened up. I mean, we're all in the weeds right now. That's the truth in the arts. We're all in the weeds and we're all just figuring out how to float. But when we're moving past this, I could see it as becoming like a dual track for theater companies. I could see them moving into doing their first round of auditions virtually because they save money, and then doing their callbacks in person. I could see theater companies having a real world season and a virtual season as this evolves, because it's going to be economical, and they'd be able to sell links with pass-coded tickets. They couldn't stop watch parties, but they'd have very little overhead for a virtual production. So I kind of think we're on the threshold of a brave new world, like we truly are. And I'm just really glad that our young actors have the opportunity to kind of be right at the beginning of that. And you all are going to grow up as actors and grow into your skills as actors from the very get-go, with this kind of duality already in your minds, already in place, a double skill set. You know, I think it's going to be really valuable to all of you as performers. I don't know, what do you guys think about that?
I agree with you, Ms. Nelson, and I think it's also giving access to so much greater audience members. Mm-hmm. Even how Hamilton was released by Disney. You love that, but I mean, you know, these theater experiences that we want more people to access. We want to share this work. The world is allowing us to do that and allowing more people to partake in theater. Mm-hmm. Really exciting.
I could see small companies cropping up that are only virtual, I could see, I think all kinds of crazy things are going to happen. As soon as the creative spirits that are theater find their footing and see what the potential is, I think it's going to become, a part of theater life. I do. I just think we've just opened the door. The door was forced open for us, but yeah. So I think it's kind of cool and interesting. So as young actors, like starting with each of you, I'll start with Hope. What was your experience? This is your first virtual play, I assume. Is this everybody's first virtual play-ish? Yeah? So what is your experience of it so far, of doing theater in this way?
It's definitely new. I was definitely ready to do more like stage things. But it's also like, in a way, it's like a little like easier because I just felt like it was a lot less like pressure, and it was more about having fun and creating art than like trying to please a group of people, which is something that I found was like really fun, like much more fun for me, and like lessens the anxiety. But yeah, the process was much different. It was more like, working like one-on-one with Danny, and then having my mom run lines with me. But overall it was pretty great. I did like one other virtual play through my dance studio, because I do like a group acting class there. So I had a little bit of experience with it, but this was much different because that was like a whole like devised piece, and this is like a script.
Yes.
But it was fantastic. I love doing it.
Yeah. What about you, Anna?
I think it was I completely agree with Hope. It was a very new medium for me, because I think we're all very used to like the stage, or at least being with people for like rehearsals and everything. And even for this, we only had, I think, 2 rehearsals before we did like filming. And so it was a lot to sort of get under your 3.
And you
all, my memories already
going. We had our first read through, then we had at the second rehearsal, y'all were memorized. And then you had your deadlines ahead of time. But in my world, I'm going to take over just a second, but my world as a performer has been in opera, and in opera, you're hired per contract. You're there for a brief period of time. Most of it's the run. You have 2 weeks. If you show up still on book, you're fired. I mean, you're fired on the spot. So you all came to the table like completely prepared, and I was so impressed with every single one of you. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah, it was very quick. Yeah.
Yes, it was a very quick turnaround, and I think especially with it not being in person, it's a new medium to try and react off of your peers, because there's another barrier in front of you to sort of get through. So I think it was also really awesome and fun to be able to have this sort of new medium, because I agree with you, Lori, that this is sort of going to become a brand new world of sort of people are able to create their own work more easily.
Yeah.
And you can do it, and like the Zoom backgrounds work so much better than you think they're going to at first.
Yeah. I mean, we all have our Zoomy moments, but hey, I think
it's good, and it's incredible what you can create with like things that we all have at our disposal at this point. So yeah, it was a really awesome new experience.
Yeah, I agree. Miss Jordan, what's your take on the experience?
Well, definitely the virtual experience was difficult, because we're dealing with a whole new, like what everyone said, a whole new world with technology and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
But it was really interesting, and it also helped me prepare for what like acting in front of the camera is gonna be like, because I plan to be in movies later in my life. And this helps me prepare for how it can vary from on stage than on camera.
Right.
There's actually way more similarities than there are differences, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. How old are you, Jordan?
15.
15. Yeah, so the whole future is right in front of you.
Woo!
Yeah. Woohoo! Yes. What did you think about the experience, Rose?
Well, I thought it was an interesting way to really begin acting, because I had never been in any well, I've been in one production before this, and I had like one speaking line and one singing line, so it wasn't very much to memorize. And
Was it Into the Woods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, I was Cinderella's
You were
mother.
my mom.
Yeah.
I didn't
That was
know you
fun.
guys had already known each other. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was fun.
you did a beautiful job, Rose. You really did.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, like this was just a very interesting way to really dive into the field of acting. I think it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried about, like, at first about memorizing a large amount of lines, but it was possible, and I no longer doubt myself in that aspect.
That's wonderful. I love that. Yay. So what about you, Jordan?
It was.
Peter's dealing through some. Wait, which Jordan? You talking to?
Oh, I'm Jordan Wiggins. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Jordan.
I'm
Wiggins.
sorry, that was confusing. I'm sorry.
Sorry, we got two Jordans.
It was really interesting. I mean, never did it before. It was really weird not actually seeing people in front of you for the first time. Like, because you're so used to, like, reacting to what they're doing. And, like, you know, you're used to just having one person in front of you and you're, like, doing the scene. But then it completely changed to, like, 3 different faces. And, like, you're trying to focus, but you see, like, there's still, like, other stuff happening.
Yes.
So that was kind of weird. And
Yeah.
also, like, at least for my green screen, I had to make sure to, like, kind of stay in my bubble, because like, you notice my arm would disappear sometimes.
Yeah, because of the green screen issue. Yeah. Technology. It's like, I think there's going to be a new basic equipment list for actors who have, you know, so you can easily access this dual game that I think is definitely going on right now. Right now it's singular, but I think eventually it's going to be dual. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it just like makes your brain work differently, doesn't it? To see all of that popping in and out.
And like, you also don't really get to go off stage as much as you used to. So it's also kind of like you got to be on all the time because the camera's always rolling. And like only when you cut off your camera, like, are you actually backstage or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was also kind of crazy.
You're having another experience right now at Shakespeare Theater that's kind of similar to this. Is that right?
Yeah, there are parts of it that was a Zoom call. We met up one time to film something.
Yeah.
And,
wow.
you
Now
know,
that's fast. You think this was fast?
But it was somewhat similar because, I mean, you did kind of have to rehearse with people this way. And I mean, it was more, we tried our best, at least at Shakespeare, to try and do a lot of different things. Like, each scene we tried to use a different medium, like either a song or like a text conversation or a Zoom call or like live in front of each other, like a movie or whatever. So, I mean, it was a little bit different from this and it was also longer because these plays were kind of short. But they were both pretty similar in like trying to make a connection with somebody when they're not in front of you. So
yes. Yeah. I think it's going to result in kind of a strange and different skill set for sure. How about you, Katie? What did you think?
Well, for me, I've been doing theater pretty much nonstop for like, I don't know, maybe 10 years now. And that's my thing. That's all I do, and that's my passion. That's what I wanted to do. So I was like 2. So it was interesting to be able to explore my passion in different ways. Also because I've only ever been in 2 plays throughout my whole kind of technical career. I don't know if you can call it a career or not since I'm, not working, but whatever. So I mean, I am more of a musical person just in general. Like I like musicals more, but I feel like there's so many different things that you can do, like so many different things you can learn, and it's just a different experience in general with plays.
And to have that just kind of completely warped into something different from that. So it was different, but it was different than different, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
And so, you know, the whole memorizing lines, which I did have a little bit more trouble with than I do in person. I don't know. It was just kind of like a lack of motivation, which I feel like is something that's been kind of a trend during quarantine. But
yeah.
Yeah. But then there was also like you kind of felt more relaxed when you're, for some reason, for me, just the atmosphere kind of seemed less demanding, which is kind of what some other people were saying. But yeah.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it's your voice studio, it's your music studio, it's a familiar family thing. I think that if you find yourself in this situation in pro theater, I don't know. I think that intensity that you're talking about from, you know, general theater experiences could definitely sort of step itself up a little bit. It's different, I think, though, from high school theater and student theater, where it's all about your peers and how you're kind of seeming to your peers. As soon as you enter the professional realm, it's how you're looking to the director, you know. So it's no longer really about, it's about you certainly make friendships and lifelong friendships and all of that, but it becomes about, you know, who's the person that's going to hire you the next season, who's the person that casts the next season, and you're probably working for him right now or her right now. And so that becomes important, and a certain type of pressure in your brain. I think whether you'd be in the virtual world or the real world, I know I used to feel it. It was like, you know, you wanted to do good work. Yeah, which you guys certainly have. So, and what about you, Claire? What are your thoughts?
So this is definitely like different for me. I thought it was really weird having like no one's physically with you and having to like just stare at people through a screen and then also have to just stare at the camera and not them.
I think that's one of the weirdest things in the world. Yes.
But yeah, I feel like that was just so different to me. And so it's a very interesting experience.
Yeah. Well, you did a great job. You really did. Oh, I really so enjoyed working with all of y'all. It was just a pleasure to direct you and to rehearse with you each week, you know, during our very short but intense run for the finish line here. And I think almost all of you are doing our Moon Music Cabaret. So shameless plug. On August 8th, Saturday evening, there's going to be this string of pearls of student produced videos, which are rolling into me. I mean, they're just amazing. Each one is like a little jewel, telling the story, this expressionistic art form of the music video, but applied to a huge array of styles, from grand screamy opera to jazz in pop and contemporary. One kid, you know, one gal is doing Song to the Moon. It's all about moon, anything to do with the moon, just has to have moon in the lyrics. But one gal is doing Dvorak's Song to the Moon, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And then one kid just played me his audio tracks of Space Oddity, and he played literally every instrument, and his father is on drums, and it sounds awesome. Jordan, you know him, Mr. Ryan. He's just outrageous. It's crazy. Yeah. So anyway, it's a crazy group of kids. Every single one of you guys is a monster talent. And I'm just looking forward to where we go with this. And when we return to the real world, I look forward to that too, to theater there. But meanwhile, I just enjoy each one of you so much. And I really appreciate the work that you did here. So bravo. Woohoo. And I guess we'll bid our audience a fond good night. Does everybody feel it? Yeah? Okay. Bye-bye.
Farewell, friends.